Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go over the Photos app. The Photos app is a nice place to store all your photos and kind of gives you some options to share and create different albums. So we're going to start with the photos itself. And if you see, we can show the different years that they were taken, and then we can actually click on the photo and it actually shows the timeline. Kind of creates little categories for them. And we'll go ahead and click on this. And we'll go ahead and click on a photo. And what we'll do now is we'll show you a little bit about how to edit a photo if you want. This is a slow motion video, and if you notice there across the left there to the right, there's a bunch of lines, and all of a sudden there's two black lines, and the lines get a little bit farther apart. What that is this is like, where do you want the slow motion to take place? Where do you want it to start? And see how it just goes across the photo. And so if I wanted to, I could actually drag it to there and then bring in this one over here just the same, and then the video would look a little bit different. And if I wanted to, I can actually bring in the entire sides of the video so that you don't see that much of it at all. And then we can go ahead and press play just to see what it looks like. And if you notice, it goes into a slow motion right as it goes across the keyboard. And we can watch the timeline go across and see how it wants. Now, if we were to press trim over in the far right, what would end up happening is it would give us the opportunity to create a new movie. It would basically trim the slow motion to what we had. So if you like, you can take a regular slow motion video and let it trim wherever it wants, and then you can go ahead and control it yourself. And what ends up happening is you end up with videos right beside it. And so if you notice here, you have a 6-second video and a 5-second video. The 5-second video is what we just created, and then there it is. So you can actually see. And then what you could do with this particular video is you could, from starting with the bottom left, you could share it if you'd like, and then you could choose multiple photos if you would like to share it. Then you just press next, and then you could either send it as a message, put it in an iPhoto shared stream, or so on and so forth. Lots of different ways that you could share it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and back out of this real quick. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the button on the top right. And what this does is it allows me to export it into an actual iMovie video or app. Okay. And if I'd like, I can actually favorite it, or I could delete it if I'd like. It's kind of up to me, however I want to deal with it. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to a photo, and I'm just going to take a look real quick. Yeah, just take a look at a photo. Doesn't matter which one it is. I'm going to press the edit in the top right. And what we can do is we can go ahead and we can rotate it a little bit. You know, you could crop it. You could do all sorts of different things. It doesn't really matter. It kind of gives you the option to play with it a little bit. Say you don't like it, you can go ahead and, you know, just play with it, get it to do what you want it to do. You know, make it so it looks good. Say you're trying to be artistic or something like that. Then you can just go ahead and say done if you'd like. Or you could reset it. You could, you know, turn it on its side, do whatever you'd like. And then another thing that you can do is you can go ahead and apply filters to it. You can go ahead and say, you know what, I want to do different filters to it. It's kind of neat. And then like this one, I thought was that was pretty neat. And then you can just press done. Okay. And if you would like, you could revert back to the original. And if you want to, you can just press this button here. This allows you to change the lighting, the colors, and black and white. And so all you have to do is just kind of just play with it a little bit, play with the saturation, you know. And it's already desaturated in this particular case, so it's hard to do because it's already in black and white. But it gives you some options, yeah. And you see how that works like that. And then when you're done, you just press close, and then you go ahead and press done. Okay. And so you end up with a nice photo. Now what you can do is you can go ahead and press this button right here. And what this does is this brings in filters from other apps and allows you to control that in different ways. And so you can, you know, play with it and do different things to it. You know, it's like, oh, I really like this, I like that. Whatever it is that you would like to do, you can go ahead and do. It's no big deal. And then when you're done, you can go ahead and press done, and then it closes that app and takes you right back into the Photos app. It's kind of like an app inside of an app. It's a nice way to control your photos. Okay. Now what if you would like, what we could do is you could press the trash can in the bottom right hand corner and the photo would go away. Okay, it's no big deal. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on over to the shared. This is different albums that you could share with people. And what you can do is just press the top button, and then I'm going to say share with wife, and press next. Type in my wife's phone number and press create. Okay, so now on her phone, she's going to get something that looks a lot like this. Okay, and then there it is. What has happened is my wife has shared something with me and she would like me to accept it. And so what you do is you press accept or decline. And so that's what it looks like when you receive an invitation. So the invitation that I just sent to her, that's the same thing she got. So she presses accept and then you're good to go. Now from here, what you can do is you can add photos. All right, just by pressing that button right there. And then you can just say, hey, I want to share that photo with her. And then she can see it. And if you'd like, you can say something about it. And then she can receive that. And then as you can see down here on the bottom left, you can see that I said something about it. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go into her phone and let her put a smiley face on there. And you'll see that that changed from not just me to both of us. So it's kind of a neat way. It's kind of like a little social media way of communicating with each other, but it stays inside with each other's phones. No one else sees it. And if I would like, I can go ahead and add someone else to this just by clicking on it and then pressing add. So it's kind of a nice way of doing that. And I can allow subscribers to post, or I can make it a public, or I can turn on and off notifications. And also I can delete the actual the photo stream. Okay, it's kind of neat. And moving on down, this next one, what this is these are all my different albums. These albums are automatically created sometimes, and sometimes you can create them. And it just allows you to just go ahead and delete them if you don't want them. And you can edit them and move them around if you'd like. And then inside here, these are automatically created by Apple because they're videos that are taken out of there and slow motion videos that are taken out of there. Now, if you want, you can go in here and actually delete the video, and then you'll go back and you'll notice that now there's only 2 slow motion videos. All deleted pictures and videos go over here in the recently deleted area. Okay, and now inside settings in the photos and camera, you have some options that you can choose from. And what you can do is you can decide if you like to turn on iCloud Photo Library beta, turn that on or off. You get to choose whether or not you have optimized photos for storage or download and keep the originals. And then you get to choose whether or not you upload your photos to your My Photo stream. And then you get to choose whether or not you upload burst photos. And then you get to choose whether or not you have iCloud Photo Stream turned on or not. Okay. And then you get to choose whether or not you have a slideshow summary turned on. You also get to choose what the rules are for your slideshow. Okay, well, then that concludes my class. I hope you learned something and have a good day.